Kenyan politics is full of mysteries, like the latest mystery, where Ann Waiguru, the governor of Kirinyaga, has very suddenly decided to shift camp in a most dramatic way from Team Keleweke, from President Uhuru Kenyatta, whom she has known for years, to Deputy President William Samoei Ruto and his bid for 2022. Now, obviously, there's something happening here. Maybe we're being given a message, about who will win the Mount Kenya region. Or maybe there is something else very big cooking. Actually, you'll discover it's the latter. There's something very huge cooking. And this is what has informed this latest development that has left many in shock. Oh yes. Find out what it is. Karibu sana. And as usual, enjoy. It is now official. Kirinyaga Governor, Her Excellency Madam Waiguru, has crossed over to Team Tangatanga and the UDA party of William Samoei Ruto. UDA supporters are of course delighted. Waiguru is a big catch. No doubt about that. And Team Keleweke are asking, kwani kuliendaje? What is going on here? Why now? So let's try and answer those questions. Because nothing happens by accident in politics. Now, let's start by appreciating the fact that this is a very huge gamble Waiguru has taken. Very big. Come August 2022, Waiguru could either win very big or lose very big. There'll be no middle ground. And I will explain why towards the tail end of this video. So stick around. Trust me, it'll be worth it because there's a very big issue there. Now, for us to fully understand the relationship between Governor Waiguru and Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, it is important that we picture a corporate situation. Oh yes, those who've been in the corporate scene for some time will most probably have gone through a situation where the person who interviews you today and likes you and favors you for the job, and therefore you get the job, a few months down the line or a year or two later fall out of favor in the company, and they reach that situation where they're in danger of being fired. And it creates a super fascinating situation. Because you have the job, you have to be loyal to your employers, but there's this guy who did you a great favor and now is in trouble. How do you return that favor without endangering your job? Or maybe you do what most people do. You just ignore them, and even assist in their downfall. Because they helped you then, that was then, this is now. And people have to survive. I've been in that situation before, many years ago. But the huge advantage I had is that even as this person was interviewing me, I was already very familiar with that company and the politics surrounding that company. And the person interviewing me was the managing director of a division. But I could tell immediately, this man had no clue who he was working for. And unfortunately, I can't tell them. And a few months later, predictably, this guy was in trouble. So he was coming crying to me. These guys are messing me up. These guys are doing this. These guys are doing that. And all I could do was to keep silent, knowing in my heart it was just a matter of time. this MD was a terrible fit in that company. He was a good guy. And these guys were crazy, brutal profit seekers. Yeah, they had no time for Mr. Nice Guys. In fact, the only reason he had gotten employed was because he was a Mzungu. To be more specific, a Brit. Yeah, and the people who owned the company, who ran the show, were Italians. Yeah, and you know Italians don't like Brits. So maybe they were trying to prove a point, yeah, to some Brits in the country. Who knows? But when they finally left, I was there for them. I gave them a very honorable farewell. Yeah, I helped them pack up their stuff, encouraged them, whispered to them, don't worry about these crazy Italians. And they went away feeling good. And if they're listening to my show today, yeah, you can never be sure. They should know that I said it sincerely. Yeah, everything I said to them was sincere. Anyway, my point is, did you know that it is the Deputy President, William Ruto, who interviewed all the CSs who came into government in the year 2013, including Ann Waiguru, who was then known to very few Kenyans, including Fred Matiang'i, who was unknown in the country. Nobody had any idea who that was. And so you can imagine that crazy situation where Matiang'i walks into the room, very nervous, yeah, and Ruto is trying to make him comfortable. And the guy is humbly responding, Your Excellency, sir. Yes, Your Excellency, sir, Excellency. Contrast that to now, where Matiang'i is literally Ruto's boss. But that's life. So Ann Waiguru was one of those characters who was brought into the picture by Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Indeed, it is true for us to say that Ann Waiguru owes everything to DP Ruto. She owes who she is today to DP Ruto. There is an emotional bond that can never be broken, never ever. I think now you can fully appreciate what has been happening, because there was a time Waiguru was warming up to the Deputy President, and then she left for Team Kieleweke, and then she was still warming up a little to the Deputy President, on and off relationship. I think you now understand. And it becomes even more complicated by the fact that Madam Ann Waiguru has known President Uhuru Kenyatta for a very long time. Much, much longer than she has known Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. So it becomes even more complicated. And the complications don't end there. Yeah. Waiguru's husband, Bwana Waiganjo, is firmly in Team Uhuru. So you can imagine a conversation that may have taken place. Honey, please let me play my politics. Mi najua wewe ni mtu wa Uhuru, damu. Lakini, I have to survive. This is politics. Please allow me, sweetheart, to play my politics. Something like that. Which forces us to make a conclusion, a startling one. Yeah. And the conclusion is, Her Excellency Madam Waiguru must know something that the rest of us Kenyans don't know. Yeah, for her to take such a big gamble. And that speaks to the timing. Yeah, you see, if there's a corporate battle between two companies, and it is almost impossible to tell which company will win, and then suddenly you take all your money, all your life savings, and you save in one company out of the two, definitely you know something the rest of us don't know. Either that, or you're one of these crazy people who enjoy the thrill of the gamble. Yeah, you enjoy taking crazy, reckless gambles. One of those two must be the answer. I highly doubt that Waiguru's defection, is telling us that the Deputy President will win the Mount Kenya region. And therefore those vying for various positions will ride on the popularity of the deputy president in winning the Mount Kenya region. I doubt it. Yeah, in fact, I'm sure that's not it. Because on the ground, all indications are that the deputy president is not going to do well in the Mount Kenya region. From my experience of observing trends very early in politics and reading the signs, yeah, I can tell you for sure, unless a miracle happens, the deputy president is going to perform disastrously in the Mount Kenya region. And I'll tell you one of the reasons. Bigwigs in the Mount Kenya region currently seem to have a strategy of reminding Kenyans of what happened in the year 2008. Yeah, the very unfortunate clashes countrywide. And trust me, that strategy is going to escalate as we move closer to August 2022. In fact, right now, they've not even started. Oh yes. As we head closer to the elections, this will escalate and we'll get very many amazing new revelations of what the deputy president did to the House of Mumbi in 2008. You can take that to the bank. Now that is something nobody can ever come back from. That is the truth. And therefore, Waiguru's joining the deputy president will do much more for the deputy president than it will for Waiguru. I believe the deal here is that Waiguru is most probably looking for the number 2 ticket. Yeah, she's looking for that position of being the deputy president's running mate. And of course, there have been rumors for months about that. And in any case, it makes perfect political sense for the deputy president to, 1, have a woman as a running mate, and 2, to have that lady running mate hailing from the Mount Kenya region. That is the most advantageous play he can make if he wants to win the presidency in 2022. You see, the deputy president needs to urgently soften his ticket, if you know what I mean. If he is to have a fighting chance, he needs to take away as much roughness and brutalism as possible from his character in the ticket. And of course, the most ideal, indeed the only way he can do this, is by having a woman as his running mate. And of course, if that woman is from the Mount Kenya region, it's even better. Let's go a little deeper into this Kirinyaga politics. Yeah, because I believe it is very important for us to see exactly what is happening here. Kirinyaga has had a history of having very volatile politics. It is very difficult for anybody in Kirinyaga to get re-elected to any position. Yeah, that's the way the voters behave in that region. They always get annoyed with the incumbent. They're always very interested to get rid of the incumbent. Yeah, it's like it gives them a thrill. Huyo ameenda, lazima ataenda. And therefore you can picture Madam Waiguru, yeah, analyzing and breaking down her chances of getting re-elected. If she were to be honest to herself, it is very unlikely that she will get re-elected as governor of Kirinyaga. And therefore what she would want in this case is what we call a soft landing in another position. And of course, the way you do these things politically in Kenya is that you make a lot of noise about how you're running again for governor. Yeah, you even start doing campaigns, mock campaigns. And of course, what you're also doing is provoking and drumming up support from your fanatical followers. Yeah, because you'll need them for your next position. In this case, you'll need them for your ticket, to vote for your ticket. And then at the last possible minute, you make your true intentions known. You make your move. That is how I read this latest defection. Now, what I promised you earlier in the video. Now, having given you the information I just have, you realize that this is not as big a gamble as it may seem at first sight. It is really a move towards survival, political survival. In fact, when you look at it a little more deeply, you realize that it's not even a gamble. It is probably the only play left for Ann Waiguru. Because the other option, the other alternative, is to run for governor and lose, most probably to Martha Karua, who has been doing consistent campaigns since she lost in 2017 to Ann Waiguru. She has even gone as far as positioning herself as a major force, a leader from the Mount Kenya region, which has caused some people to say that she's interested in the presidency or in being a running mate to somebody. But this is just a strategy of Martha Karua, because when she raises her profile in the region, it will help her to win the governorship of Kirinyaga County. I strongly believe, from where I sit, that even if a candidate for 2022 presidency offered Martha Karua the position of running mate, and even if it looked like that candidate will most probably win, she would turn them down. Why? Because she's laser focused on being the governor of Kirinyaga. If you followed Martha Karua's career over a long period of time, you will know how she thinks. She lost the governorship of Kirinyaga in 2017, and she will never get over it until she wins it. That's the way she operates. So she must first win the governorship of Kirinyaga before she thinks of anything else. Her brain will not go beyond the governorship of Kirinyaga until she gets it. She'll not be able to think of any other position, no matter how attractive it is, no matter what you offer her. She will not be interested. In fact, I believe even if somebody offered her the presidency right now, Martha Karua Tosha, I believe she would refuse. She would turn it down. That's how she operates. Anyway, we're talking about Ann Waiguru. Having said all that, it is still a major gamble, because come 2022, she could either end up in Karen as her official residence, the official residence of the deputy president, or she could either end up nowhere, in the political cold, which politicians in Kenya fear more than they fear COVID or anything else. Oh yes, they really fear being in the political cold. Yes, it is a gamble, but it is a very carefully calculated gamble. And in taking that gamble, Ann Waiguru may already know that the deputy president is not going to perform well in the Mount Kenya region. But she knows, in her knowing, that the deputy president has a very good chance of being president of Kenya, the 5th president of Kenya. That is how she's doing her calculations. Or let me put it in another way. The chances are much higher of William Samoei Ruto becoming the 5th president than they are for Ann Waiguru to be re-elected the governor of Kirinyaga. That's really what it is. Now I have a super fascinating video I did a while back that I want to draw your attention to. Please don't miss it, because it sheds a lot of light in an area where Kenyans are still in the dark. They have no idea what is happening, including respected analysts. I believe there's a link on the top right-hand corner of your screens right now, and repeated in the description area below for those using mobile devices. Take some time, make some time, and make sure you take in that video. You can thank me later. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.